Good morning children. How are you all doing? Have you all did the eye exercise? Make sure you are doing the eye exercise every day to keep your eyes healthy, and I hope everyone is staying safe and fine at home, and I hope everyone is following all the precautions and also instructing your parents to follow all the precaution measures when you are going outside your house, like wearing mask and maintaining social distance, everything. Apart from that, we have to take care of our body in other ways too, like improving our vitamin system. So today I have given some fruits and vegetables which is rich in vitamin C. So vitamin C foods will directly increase the strength of your immune system, which will improve your immune system to fight all the bacteria and viruses. So here are some fruits and vegetables which is rich in vitamin C. First is we have capsicum and broccoli, followed by strawberries and kale, pineapple and kiwi. So if you see all this, this broccoli is it is available in supermarkets, you can get, and strawberries also nowadays it is available. But very commonly you can see this capsicum and pineapple, papaya, and sweet lime, oranges. All these are very common, which is very easily available around us. So try to have this and include in your daily diet, children. Tell your parents also. Today we are going to see some interesting facts related to physics. First we have is, when sound travel through water, that is when traveling through water, sound moves around 4 times faster than when it travels through air. This is because of the arrangement of particle difference between air and water. If you see, the particles are randomly moving in a very free space in air, but when you take water, the particles are little bit closer comparatively to air. So what is the reason it is moving very fast in water? Means the particles only will carry the sound vibrations from one place to another place. If they are closer, means it will be transmitted very fastly. So that is the reason here. Then next one we have is, your eyes can identify 10 million colors. How much, children? 10 million colors we can identify. And finally we have pistil star. What is this pistil star? It is the most luminous star known, and it is 10 million times the brightness of the sun. How brighter it will be, yes or no? Okay. Now let's recap what all we discussed in the last class. So we discussed rest and motion, types of motion, and distance and displacement. So first, what is meant by rest? An object which doesn't change its position, we call it as rest, like book lying on the table and walls of the room are at rest. And then motion means what? Which change their position, we call it as motion. Example was all the flying birds, aeroplanes, cars and buses. And then types of motion, what did we see? How many types we had? We have 4 types of motion. What is the first one? Linear motion. Linear motion means motion along a straight line. Circular motion means motion along a circular path. Oscillatory motion means repetitive to and fro motion. Random motion means motion of the object which does not fall in any of the above categories. Then we moved on to uniform motion, which means when it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Non-uniform motion means unequal distance in the equal interval of time. Then finally we saw distance. What is distance? Actual length of the path travelled by the moving body. Here we will not be bothered about the here we are not bothered about the direction, but when you take displacement, distance covered along with the direction. So distance, we are concentrating only on the amount of the distance covered, that is magnitude, which means it is a scalar quantity. Displacement, we are calculating both direction and distance, which is a vector quantity. The unit of both distance and displacement is what, children? Meter in SI system. In today's class, we are going to discuss in detail about speed, velocity, acceleration and distance time graph. What is speed? Speed is a quantity which shows how fast the body is moving, but velocity is a quantity which shows direction as well as the speed as well as the direction. So you have to keep in mind, speed will talk about only the fast, how fast the body is moving, but velocity will talk about speed as well as the direction. So which means distance and displacement. So like distance, it will talk about only the amount of path traveled, displacement in amount of path traveled along with the direction. Same way, speed means how fast the body moving will be calculated, velocity will be calculating speed as well as the direction. The first point we have here is speed is the rate of change of distance or distance traveled in unit time. What is the unit? Unit is meter per second. Here we are bothered about only the fastness of a body, that is rate of change of distance alone we are calculating, therefore it is a scalar quantity. What is the formula for speed? Speed is equal to distance traveled by time taken. Next we are going to see two problems here. An object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed? Average means you have to, in general mathematics, average means how will you do? If you are having 5 values means you will add all the 5 and you will divide it by that 5, number 5, yes or no? Here total distance we have to calculate first. 16 meter plus 16, which will be 32 meter. Total time taken is this 4 seconds, along with this 2 seconds will be 6 seconds. Now we are going to use the formula of speed. Speed is equal to distance traveled by time taken. So what is the distance traveled? 32 meter. Time taken is 6 seconds. When you do the division, you will get the answer as 5.33 meter per seconds. So here, how to pronounce this meter per second? So this slash only we are calling it as per seconds, per second. Yes or no, children? Is it clear? So this can be written as meter second inverse. So when this numerator seconds, when it goes to the, with the denominator 1, when it goes to the numerator, we will apply this inverse symbol. So that is what we are using, meter per second. Therefore the average speed of the object is 5.33 meter per second. Next we have a problem. A sound is heard 5 seconds later than the lightning is seen on the sky on a rainy day. Find the distance of location of lightning. So what is the normal thing? When the sky will show the lightning, after seeing the lightning we all will be getting ready to hear the sound of the lightning, yes or no? So first the lightning will appear, followed by after 5 seconds you will hear the sound. Here they are asking us to calculate the distance of location of lightning, at what distance this lightning is located if the speed of the sound is 346 meter per second. They have given the speed. Related to this speed, what is the location of the lightning we have to calculate. The formula we have to use is speed is equal to distance by time. We know what is the speed because they have given here, and the time is also 5 seconds, which is mentioned here. We don't know the distance. We have to calculate. How you have to use the formula? Distance is equal to speed into time. You have to rearrange the formula and then you have to substitute the values with direct multiplication. Speed is 346, distance is 5. When you multiply, you will get the answer as 1730 meter. Next we have velocity. What is meant by velocity? So we have seen before, it will talk about the speed as well as the direction, which means isn't it related to displacement, children? Yes or no? Displacement is what? Distance traveled along with the direction. Here also velocity will calculate the speed as well as the direction. So so how we have to say? The rate of change of displacement is called as velocity. Rate of change of displacement in unit time. Is it clear, children? Velocity means rate of change of displacement in unit time. It is a vector quantity. Unit is what? Meter per second. And also we have the formula for velocity. Velocity is equal to displacement by time taken. Is it clear, children? Next we have is acceleration. What is this acceleration? Acceleration is rate of change of velocity, or it is a rate of change of velocity in unit time. So acceleration is related to velocity. The rate of change of velocity is called as what? Acceleration. So acceleration is equal to change in velocity by time. This change in velocity means, that is final velocity minus initial velocity. Change means it will be, initially it will be one value and finally it will be one value. Yes or no, children? So final value will be greater than the initial value because it goes on increasing. So we have to subtract the final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time. So we are given for final velocity, it is v. The alphabet we use for final velocity is small v, and for initial velocity it is small u. Acceleration is denoted as small a. So a is equal to v minus u by t. Is it clear, children?